2부인 거지? 그치? 2부인 거지? 자연스러웠어. 응. 진짜 2부 방송인 거죠? 이부 방송. 오케이? 오케이? 다들 알죠? 알겠지? 2부 방송이지. 2부 방송. 아, 중간에 제가 뭐 밥 좀 먹고 온다고 그랬습니다. 2부 방송. 2부 방송. 터진 거 아니고 2부 방송. 제 도비인가? 아니요, 도비 아니에요. 도비 같은 앤데 도비는 아니야. 2부. 다들 알지? 자연스럽게. 2부 방송 보는 거 처음 아니잖아. 2부 방송 보는 거 우리 처음 아니잖아. 우와, 수업이다. 개웃겨. 2부 방송인 거지, 2부 방송.
Especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we?
각자 마법 동물 한 번씩 본 적 있죠?
Would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howen. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howen's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery.
저런 양아치 같은
Yes, Professor.
기다란 혀로 무슨 짓을
You
하려고.
can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
귀여워.
You can use my brush. Just be gentle. Oh, and think pleasant
T를
thoughts.
누른 다음
I like to think it enriches him.
이걸 눌러서 여기다 놔서 (3번으로) 귀여워.
That's lovely. I'm sure he feels much better.
어떡해.
I think he might be hungry. Would you mind giving him some beast food?
T를 눌러서 먹이를 이렇게
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald? Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news.
나 무서워. 쟤
He is. Kindness is one of his best
제 혓바닥
qualities,
무서운데?
right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
니즐즈? 고양이?
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes.
저 쓰레기 같은 새끼가 있어.
Thing.
야, 아니. 야,
What are you doing?
Tus peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
약한 동물을 괴롭히는 이 사이코 같은 자식아.
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
차분한 거 봐.
Let's go.
아가 미안해. 인간이 나빴어.
Those two don't belong anywhere near this class. Poachers in training. Persephone was onto them instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the Neasels just as you did with Gerald.
먹어.
The Neasels really took to you. They
Ang
know
yang
a
yang.
good egg when they see one,
앙냥냥.
as do I.
It appears
귀여워.
our time has come to an end.
문을
Please
닫고
close the
오렴.
pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are. I would like
깜짝이야.
a moment, please.
Hello, Professor.
개
You
귀여워.
wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
애기들이 귀여워.
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital
나도
role in our
저렇게
lives.
동물들에게
Some
사랑받고
provide us with
싶다.
magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the
근데
poachers can be brought to justice by
여기
someone.
마법동물 잡아서 팔면은 돈 된다면
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control?
돈 버는
Professor
방법
Weasley
중에
has asked
하나라고
that I prepare
하더라고요.
some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other fifth years. Be on the
마법
lookout for my
동물
owl.
길가에서
Meanwhile, I also
잡아서
encourage you to
파는
study
거.
as many beasts as you can on your own time.
돈 버는 방법 중에 하나래.
I need to talk to you.
그냥 그렇다고.
Did you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have
여기
to.
학생이 꽤
You were an
살벌하던데요.
ordinary
맞아요.
at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At
Welcome
least
surprise.
that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch
Demons.
them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet in the forest.
You've intrigued me.
왠지 그
I'd hoped I would.
불안한 이유는 예전에 해그리드가
I wouldn't take just anyone there. In fact,
거미한테
you're the first.
소개시켜주는 그런 게 생각나서 그런 건가? 왜 갑자기
I think.
As
불안하지?
I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
추월,
Quite
추월.
an honor we're having, don't you think?
Where are you taking me?
어디 간대? 저기요? 아니 갈림길에서 갈라질 거면 말을 하고 갈라져야지. 그래 내가 말을 안 들었구나.
Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead.
여기 마법으로 막 사람 터트려 죽이지 않나? 세네님 왜요? 세네님 여기 있어요. 저랑 똑같이 플레이하시네요. 어이가 없네. 오! 아! 휴.
Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful.
히포그리프.
You must always show hippogriffs the proper
플레이
courtesy.
스타일이 잔투정이 많네요. 그럴 수 있지. 조심스럽게 인사하고. 한 번 더. 2번 절하면은 죽은 사람한테 하는 건데.
I knew it. I
Eh?
don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties.
귀여워.
Tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
오 귀여워. 아 미안. 깜짝이야 씨. 날아가기 전에 띵동 한 번만 해주면 안 될까 친구야? 진짜 쫄았거든. 아니야 쫄지 않았어.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust,
오
they'll always
진짜?
be there for you?
그 말은 못
I've
들었는데.
seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back.
wings.
Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howen mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the ministry to help.
I don't often agree with the poachers' influence is they're up to something.
그렇구나.
That
수상한데?
does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly.
무슨 일이 일어나는지 알아봐야겠어. 그러게.
I think
And the more I know, the better I...
you seem
시끄러.
undeterred. Will you let
Oh, very well.
말이 너무
I
많아.
should be going, but...
Should be go. 다 했다. wings. 넌 나의 한숨. 호그스미드 역 위에 풍선이 어디 있을까? 일단은 수업부터 듣는 성실한 학생이 되도록 하세요. 합시다. wings. 이게 제일 가깝겠지? 하 언젠가 나도 얼음 마법을 쓰면은 Let it go, let it go 할 수 있겠지? 오씨 아니 미안 아까 있었는데 오씨 계단 움직이는 거 봐. 여기서 난 100% 길 잃어버림. 나 진짜 여기서 내가 여기에서 이제 기숙사 학교를 다녔으면 100% 길을 잃어버렸을 거야. 진짜 100% 1000% 꼭 반드시 하루에 한 2번씩 길 잃어버려서 또 해리포터 마냥 또 해리포터 너 또 교칙 어야겠구나 막 그러면 네 제가 길을 잃어버렸어요. 하지만 학교 길이 찾기 존나 복잡하게 생겼는 걸 내가 어떡하라고 말을 하다가 또 혼났을걸? 난 알아.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was
진짜
lucky you were
100%.
there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that
밤이 돼서 보면 여러분들은 호그와트의 날이 어떻게 바뀌는지 보고 있습니다. 이렇게 바뀐다고 합니다. 오.
Now, if you wouldn't mind humoring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the
꺼냈어.
statue.
어쩔 TV?
Odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed, which, incidentally, can only be done at
근데?
night.
그래서 어떡하라고?
Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we go.
다 가져왔잖아.
Ever
아,
since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle.
이 사람도 말이 많네.
Strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will,
머리.
which takes the
Sorry.
form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a demiguise.
A demiguise?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play.
말 끝났어.
Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my
아직도 해?
here and use it against me. I am
너는
my
너가
suspicious
시끄러운 사람이라는
scoundrel.
사실을 모르고 있는 걸까?
It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second,
나는 겁이 엄청 많은데요, 선생님.
demiguises, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
Why would I do this? Seems all risk and no reward.
Oh, rest assured, there's very little risk, and there is, in fact, a
문 따는 주문.
I will teach you a particularly useful spell. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alahomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh.
Alahomora.
Your age. Oh, the school was my oyster.
아 근데
And I took advantage of it.
저렇게 학생한테 규칙 어기세요 하는 사람이 있다는 것 자체가 안 좋은 거 아닐까?
Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
쓰레기가. 이거 F 클릭 이거 클릭 이거 굿 알로호모라 슈립탑 알로호모라
Alohomora.
뭔데? 잠시만 Q E A D Q A 오씨 퍼즐을 이딴 식으로 풀어야 한다는 말은 하지 않았지 않나? 이게 뭔데? 이 마법이 그냥 알로후모라 하면은 해결되는 주문이 아니었구나. 그건 몰랐는데. 들어가. 안 되네. 아씨. 활성화되어 잠금이 풀릴 때까지 다이얼을 돌리세요. 주문으로 다 해결해줘. 그게 마법이잖아. 뺑! 다 해결해달란 말이야. 자동 해결.
You're in. Remember, use a disillusionment charm so no one
아니
cuts eyes
그걸
on you.
먼저
This
말을
is a
해줘야 되는 거 아닐까?
restricted area of the castle, after all.
상황을 파악하고 발각제한 상태를. 그걸 리벨리오? 아 리벨리오를 사용하면 집 요구성들은 피브스 조졌다. 이거 어떻게 가지고 가라고? 조졌다.
Hello, Amora.
아니 호그와트 남자 화장실 가봤어요? 현대식이더라고. 아 리얼리? 이거 1980년대라고 했다. 1890년대인가 그랬던 것 같은데. 같이 움직일 수 있구나. 어떻게 해결하는지 이게 퍼즐이면은 퍼즐 푸는 힌트가 없을까, 친구? 귀여우시네요. 아닙니다. 저는 막 그렇게 귀여운 사람이 아니에요. 오, 뭔가가 계속 움직이고 있어요? 학생을 강하게 키우네. 그러게 말이야. 항상 갑자기 5학년으로 월반했다고 하면은 강하게 키워야 되지. 자동 해결이 있습니다. 이렇게 올라가서 이렇게 올라가서
Rather poorly, I'd say.
Is that so?
We're raising a generation of coddled cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between aconite and asphodel.
Yes, well, it's still early. Perhaps they'll improve.
혼자 짓거리고 있는데? 조졌다. 아니 시키는데. 둘이 한꺼번에 안 움직이냐? 너네? 아 미안. 와씨. 와 잠만. 와 잠만. 얘를 이쪽으로 보내고 쟤를 저쪽으로 보내고. 레벨 3레벨이야? 조졌네. 올라갈게요. 죄송합니다. 올라가겠습니다. 죄송합니다.
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
반장 전용 화장실이래. 남자 화장실 아니냐? 혹시? 아니 이거 어떻게 푸는지 그 정도는 나 풀어보고 싶어. 혹시 반대로 돌렸나 내가? 한 바퀴 다 돌렸는데? 됐다. 아까 전 여기서 좀 걸렸지 않았냐? 아니 하나가 되면 하나가 안 되고 하나가 되면 하나가 안 되고. 오씨. 됐다. 예, 드디어 풀어봤다.
Alohomora.
와씨. 또? 나 이제 이거 어떻게 푸는지 알았어. 마법 천재. 그렇게 불러주시게. 너네는 갑자기 뜬금없이 물이 켜졌는데 무섭지도 않니? 어머나 세상에. 절로 가. 오지마. 아니 왼쪽으로 오시는 거예요. 잘못했어요? 너 여기 끼어있니? 버그인가? 오지마 얼라리요? 어떡해? 일로와. 어떡해? 조졌어. 누가 기습하면 머리 터트리면 되니까 안 무서운 거 아닐까요? 그럴지도. 일로와. 물 한 번 더 열어. 가자. 내일도 새벽 출근이라 가볼게요. 조심히 가. 가봐. 그렇지. 글로 돌아와.
Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though. Well, I suppose I should begin my rounds now.
I suppose Professor Black knows best.
오.
Terribly disappointed.
오.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this season.
Hufflepuff? Well, Ravenclaw?
I know
들어갔다.
when I see a winning bet. And Ravenclaw would not have done that.
Myself? What was that?
What was what?
I thought I heard something. Perhaps not.
응, 아니야. 잘못 들으신 거예요. 잘못 들으신 거예요.
How's that?
All of the teamwork and flying about and the golden snitch. Rather a lot like life.
가자.
Oh, I suppose I should pay close.
가자. 도망쳐. 오씨. 조용히 가. 조심히 가. 나왔다. 아, 아직 넘었어? 한참 남았네? 아, 뛰고 싶어. 답답해. 오. 잘 가. 도망쳐. 빨리 가. 얘네 들켜도 상관없구나.
Hello, Amora.
아로하마라. 됐다. I know it. 이것만 있다고 할 생각은 아니겠지. 깜짝이야. 나 진짜 쥐인 줄 알았어. 씨. 나 진짜 한 번씩 저런 거 놀라. 내가 멍청한 천사였길. You broke my heart, you love my heart. 어이없어 눈물이 더 나네. 아니 전혀 나랑 괜찮아. 난 I feel a little jacket. 끝났다. 미션을 해냈다. 가졌어요 선생님.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh, goodness! You're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more,
방송 12시 종료예요.
some light on who's behind all this.
내일도 일 가야
Of
돼서.
course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined with your help.
I'll see what I can do, but I'm fairly busy. I can't promise anything.
Understood. But
그래, 당연히 1학년 때부터 4학년 때까지 거를 한 번에 배워야 된다 하면은 바쁘지
Now,
않겠니?
remember, the moons are only retrievable at night.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've
찾은 것만 수십 개라고? 너가
cut out for you.
왔다 갔다 다니면 되는 걸까?
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance.
I did.
생각만 해도
Once you
끔찍하네.
brought me
내실,
out the
내실.
moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora.
내실,
Not
내실.
every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
하,
Oh, and I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can
에옹.
solve this mystery.
쓰담쓰담. 내실, 내실. 러스타크 내실. 이제 나머지 퀘스트를 하면 됩니다. 싹쓸이 압순. 실전에서 공중에 뜬 적에게 디퍼러서를 시전하세요. 보름초를 재배하고 수확하세요. 나 돈 많이 없는데.
I wonder if you might stop by the Three Broomsticks when you can. I would like your help with some.
나 돈 없는 사람인데. 우와씨 왜 이렇게 많아? 너무 많은데?
As I mentioned, my sister Anne misses Hogwarts. She hasn't been herself lately.
호그와트.
I'd like to take you up on your promise to visit her with me. I'm heading to Feldcroft soon, so I'll look forward to seeing you there. It's just south of Hogwarts. By the way, hope you're faring well with the blasting curse. It's still one of my favorites.
Now that you've attended
Revelio.
to assist you in using the room to further your studies in that regard, please meet him there when you can.
I've not heard from my Uncle Roland in quite some time. I've been beside myself with worry.
나 필요 예방이 어디 있었는지 기억 안 나는데? 일단 하나씩 차근차근 깨봅시다. Clever. Whatever. 미안하다. 너가 어디 있는지 파악을 안 했구나. 여기서 갔으면 더 빨랐을 것을. 나는 애써 걸어다니고 있었던 거임. 바보처럼. 내가 멍청한 천사였길. You broke my heart, you broke my heart. 어이없어 눈물이 다 나네. 아델라이드 오크스.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my Uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
걱정되네. 지금 상황이 안 좋으니까 이게 걱정이 될 수밖에 없는 것 같아.
Much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous
내가
as
좀
Uncle
그렇긴
Roland.
하지. 내가 좀 멋있고 모험심도 강하고.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks
그런
gobbledygook.
사람이긴 해.
But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for
거의
as long as I can
삼촌한테
remember.
키워진
He knows I
애네요.
get anxious when he travels, and that.
I'll try
그럼
and look
도와줘야지.
Thank you. He's very thorough. In fact, in his last I do hope you.
스킵. 나 이거 스킵이 가능하다는 사실을 잘 모르고 있었어. 가능한지 몰랐어 사실. 그럼 가기 전에 I think I'm a angel. I think I'm a angel. 난 너의 뿐이야. 비밀의 방을 가자. 비밀의 방에서 누구한테 말을 디크 아 맞아 그 아까 누가 도비냐고 물었던 그 걔가 디크라는 애야. 똑같은 집 요정.
You must need it to help with your schoolwork. Deke has seen one of these before. Deke calls it a knapsack.
저걸로 잡는 거임. 동물? 마법 동물?
Perfect for gathering and transporting beasts.
저거.
Pleasant little breeze.
I have been thinking about something Professor Howin said in Beasts class. That I should study as many beasts as I can on my own time.
저걸로 잡는
He
거야.
also mentioned that poachers have been active in the area. So perhaps the beasts will be safer with us than out there on their own.
Precisely what Deke was thinking. You see, the room knew exactly what you needed, and luckily, Deke can show you how to best use the knapsack and where.
이거 맞나?
Come along, then. Our first stop will be beyond the castle grounds. We can leave now, or you can come and find Deke when you're ready to go.
자, 가기 전에 내가 사야 할 거를 이제 정리를 해보자. 나는 해리포터처럼 돈이 많지는 않지만 어쩔 수 없지. 이거부터 할까? 일단은 이 친구한테 말을 먼저 걸고.
I'm ready to learn how to use the knapsack.
Perfect. Deke loves an outing.
동선을 어떻게 짜는 게 좋을까? 나는 그래도 이 정도는 머리를 굴려야 된다고 생각해. 너무 한국인 같은 발상인가?
A nasty poacher. Deke hated working for him. He did horrible things to
그럴 수도
beautiful
있겠다.
beasts. Oh, it was during those days that Deke first saw a knapsack. It'll be nice to see one used for good.
끄덕끄덕. 오, 잡자.
We have arrived. Deke enjoys coming
방금
here
내가
to watch
때렸던 것 같은데?
especially the puffle of puffskeins nearby. It will be nice to keep them safe. All you will need to do is get close
close, direct the open knapsack toward the puffskein, and in it'll go.
All right. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brockborough, past the river.
내가 봤을 때 재능 다 여기다 써먹는 것 같아. 어둠의 마법. 집욕의장이라고 옷을 정말 대충 입고 다니네. 개웃겨. 이게 아직 스토리 모드고 쉬워가지고 괜찮은데 나중에 되면 이게 또 어려울 것 같아요. 들어와라! 아, 너 여기 있었구나. 잡았다. 저거 내 치마로 만들었을 수도. 아니, 내 목도리인가?
Well, Deke isn't sure what they do with them. Deke is certain they will be safer with you. Now, not all beasts will be as simple to rescue as a puffskein. Deke suggests you next find a beast that can fly. A jobberknoll, perhaps.
All right. Where would I find one?
Deke knows of some to the west, nesting in a large tree overlooking Hogwarts.
미안하다. 그 팔고 다니는 사람이 나인 것 같구나. 아이, 저는 그러지 않습니다. 전 진짜로 정말 친구라고 생각합니다. 정말입니다. 아유. 아마도 확신은 못 해주겠네. 여기 근처에 진짜 없나? 요거 말고? 저기를 내가 걸어가야 되나? 아, 이게 맞아? 나 가기 싫은데. 나 늘 갔는데. 다 날개 빗자루 타고 가자, 우리.
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
됐다.
Hello, Deke. Shall we continue?
Oh, good. Deke was worried about you, what with all the poachers in the area. Perhaps we should work quickly. The jobberknolls are just here in this large tree. If
이
it's helpful,
정도는
Deeg has seen Levioso used to slow flying beasts. Easier to get in close and use the knapsack.
머리가 없네. 아,
What if I can't find any beasts in their usual habitat?
미안.
Beasts won't stray too far from their homes. Look nearby or simply wait a moment and they should
아무
be there.
생각 없이.
Do you have any advice on how
아무
I can
생각 없이
rescue
머리가
more
없네.
elusive beasts?
Levioso is not only helpful when rescuing flying beasts, it can also help rescue beasts that are generally hard to
Levioso.
catch. Try using that spell the next time you encounter a small or otherwise elusive beast.
Beast.
Would you mind talking a bit more about what it was like working for your former master?
Deek's master was not kind to beasts, or to Deek. He saw beasts only as a source of income, to be used for potion ingredients and labor and... But Deek is great.
Then I shall go and rescue it.
Good luck.
아, 이거구나. 너는 어떻게 내가 착한 사람이라고 여길까? 아이고. 놔두고. 저 도비 세네님 닮았어요. 야, 난 저렇게 없지 않거든? 갔어. 이거 빠르게 기다려봐. 됐다. 없다네. 됐다.
I'll look after you.
와, 깜짝이야. 씨. 미안하다. 내가 절벽을 가로지르려 했구나.
Deek hopes your jobberknoll finds the knapsack nice and cozy. Poachers want them for their feathers and are not kind when they gather them.
Are there any other beasts nearby?
Just one that Deek knows of, a herd of moon calves. They live in a clearing of trees up this footpath.
내가
Deek will see you
착한
there.
사람이라고 여기고 있다니. 네가 어떻게 알아? 네가 내가 착한지 어떻게 알아? 말해줘 some truth. 왜 그게 문제가 되면 안 되는 거야?
What are you up to now?
Hello, Deek. Is this the clearing? you
Hello,
mentioned?
Dick.
It is. Moon calves gather near the large tree with the spiral pattern in front, but only under the light of the moon. So, Unfortunately, unless you have a way to hasten time, you might sometimes have to wait until nightfall to see them.
How did you end up at Hogwarts after working for your former master?
Deke's prior master had no family, so when he died, all of his house elves were relocated by the ministry. Deke was the most fortunate one, as Deke was sent to Hogwarts. Deke's friends were not as fortunate.
I shall go and find a mooncalf then.
가자.